Do you know your neighbors? Do you know how they feel and see themselves? Do you know what foods they like to eat, or what they consider to be wonderful in their environment? At first, I did not, but I had to ask some questions, and now I think I do. But first, take a journey with me. Imagine a young 5-year-old girl playing in her backyard with elders around her. Then the elders ask her to stake a tomato or dig up the potatoes they previously planted. This intergenerational experience is what feeds them. They use the food to prepare Sunday dinner and also to feed themselves and meal plan for the week. Hi, I'm Dail Chambers, and that's my childhood story. Thanks to my mother, who is a decorated United States Marine Corps veteran, I had the opportunity to trust the relatives in my family as the community that instilled world values in me. Now, with that life experience, I went out into the world. And guess what? I landed in the Greaterville, North St. Louis. In North St. Louis, we hear in the news often about the health disparities, the crime rates, the historic redlining, the vacancies. And it did not match what I see every day when I come out of my home. When I come out of my home, I see beautiful intergenerational families who have been residents for 30, 40, and 50 years. So I had to ask myself, how are they having such a wonderful experience? What has sustained them? Then something major happened to all of us. The COVID-19 pandemic. We were all stuck in the house, alone, together. With that being the case, I decided to ask some questions in a formal way. I created what I call an inquiry, but we'll say it's a survey. Now, it's me, and I'm an artist researcher. So at first, it didn't have a title. Each time I represented or asked someone to participate in the inquiry, I had to read a very long description. This description was North St. Louis, nutritional awareness, cultural inquiry. Now imagine someone knocking on your door asking you with that kind of long title. The folks in my life had to be very patient and also open and willing. From the survey, some of the things that I found were both fascinating and also familiar. For instance, 87% of the participants that took the survey considered themselves to be beautiful. 87% of the people who took the survey also considered themselves to be healthy, despite any health disparity they've already experienced or currently going through. 87% of the people who took the survey considered themselves as resilient. Now, to me, that is powerful. And the information that I learned and the knowledge that I learned from doing the work of door knocking and being on social media did not stop there. 64% of the people who took the survey already had backyard gardens. They'd been growing food before I moved onto the block. And for me, that's inspiring because I'm a homesteader. So I had to take a step back and say, well, what am I doing here? With that being the case, I wanted to supplement and support the work that had already been done in the community that I entered. And from there, I created 5 different farm sites it's a multi-site farm, and we have an educational site, and they're mostly food forests. We picked food from this endeavor, from the information that I gained in the inquiry. For instance, most of my neighbors and the supporters love collard greens. They love corn. We love okra. The same food, the cultural heritage food that has sustained us for generations. So I supported that by growing those same foods in my sites, as well as apples, persimmons, pawpaws, and the likes. Now, what did I do with all this food? I gave it to my neighbors. I shared it with friends, supporters, people who were in need of additional fresh produce. And that's what I do today. Now it's 2025. On May 16th, a devastating storm, a tornado, has swept through my community. Another trauma. In this situation, it's adding more stress to an already complicated situation. But the storytelling that has happened before my inquiry, through my inquiry, and even now has helped us process and really represent what beautiful, healthy, resilient is. After about a month of recuperation, we came together in a story circle, and we checked in about our socio-emotional selves. We also resource shared, and we got to do that with a meal. And some of the food came from the sites and ourselves, and it's been very impactful. Not only that, my neighbors have also expanded their grow practice. We trade seeds, we trade crops, and sometimes I'm excited to get a cooked meal from some of the food that I've grown. One of the greatest things about this journey that I've been on is that I've been able to say that the positive aspects of my community, that I get to be surrounded in that work, as well as express it to people in the public. Before the tornado, I had the opportunity to create a billboard. On the billboard, it said the motto that came from the inquiry: beautiful, healthy, resilient, to not only affirm the neighbors and the residents who live in my area, but it was on Highway 70. So it affirmed everyone that drove through our community, passersby, and folks who may or may not live in our area. What I would love to see and hear is for folks to think about how you can engage in your community by getting to know your neighbors through direct questions, asking folks with a smile, of course, how do they feel? What do they think about whatever topic that you think that might connect you all, and together come up with a healthy solution. I'm so thankful that it is for our area. We're in an urban agricultural hub of sorts, so that I get to learn intergenerationally and hands-on, just like in my childhood every day. Thank you.